Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be covering a super sultry, smoky fall look. This is the finished result. I also covered a really good eyeshadow palette. It's already been out, but I haven't seen many videos covering it, so I'll talk about that later in the video. If you like me, if you like my channel, and if you like makeup, just keep watching. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in. I'm gonna be going in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I'm going to be going in with a medium coffee brown shade. It's a latte from the Morphe Imagination palette. I forgot to mention I am using a loose fluffy brush. It's by BH Cosmetics. It says number 5. Okay, so I really want this to be like a deep fall sultry look. So I'm going to be using this burgundy shade from the same palette, and I'm using a small fluffy brush or even smudging brush. And I'm going to be putting that on the outer corners and the inner corners. Now I'm using another BH Cosmetics. It's like a flat, fluffy brush. I'm going back in with that same shade and buffing this out. Now I'm taking a black shade and I'm really gonna deepen that burgundy. You're just going to want to use that same burgundy shade to kind of buff out the edges of the black, but not buff it away. That's kind of how it should look like, more or less. It doesn't really matter, but I just really wanted it deep in these two portions. So now I am going in with the Essence Bonjour Montreal palette. I really love it. It's a perfect fall palette, and all the shades are so buttery and really pigmented. And I got this as a gift, but I'm pretty sure it's really inexpensive, like $8 max, maybe 10, but it's super nice. So I'm going to be using this green shade actually, and I'm going to just pop that right on the lid. Before I put on that green, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty concealer and just kind of blend that out right where it's light, just to really make sure it's a bright green. I don't really want to cut my crease or do anything too dramatic. I just want to make it bright. You could honestly stop right here and just set this and finish your face and stuff, and it would be a beautiful look. I'm using a Wet n Wild flat packing brush or concealer brush, and that's what I'm going to use to put on the green. Oh my gosh, that is such a pigmented green. I don't know if you can tell, but that is literally just one wipe. And I was wiping, not even packing it on. So I'm going back in with my small fluffy brush, and it honestly still has some eyeshadow on it, so I'm just using that leftover eyeshadow and blending it into the green. I kind of want to amp this green up a notch, so I'm going in with my ColourPop Mint to Be palette, and I'm actually going to be taking the shade Freshman at the bottom. It's like an olive green, really sparkly shade, olive green. Going in with my same brush I used for the other green, and I'm just putting this right in the middle of my lid, like right in the middle, and barely blending it out. I really like how that looks. Off camera, it almost has like a duochrome kind of effect. So I'm going back in with my ColourPop Meant to Be palette, and I'm using the shade Play It Cool on my inner corner. I'm using this other flat packing brush. I think it's by e.l.f. I think I'm gonna do my other eye off camera, and then I'll do the base for my face, and I'll come back and do the rest. Alright, so I'm back. I put on my foundation, my primer. I use this e.l.f. Dewy Putty Primer and the e.l.f. Dewy Foundation, and then the Coty Airspun Loose Translucent Powder. I did also kind of finish up my eyes. I did want to show you guys my lashes I got at the dollar store. They're actually really nice, and I already did wear them, but I did try to put them back in the case and make them look nice, but they're really pretty, and they're like wispy and super long. They're Ioni 3D mink lashes, and they're 100% handmade, and I got the XL wispy full dramatic, and for $1, like, they're really good. I have a small surprise, and let's just say it's really cute. Has nothing to do with makeup though. So while this other lash is drying, I'm actually going to finish the rest of my face until it dries. Okay, so I think the lash is just about ready to put on, so I'm just gonna put it on now. Alright, so my camera might die, so I'm gonna try to be really quick about this. Okay, so I'm putting on this blush. It is like a really warm pinky blush. So actually I'm gonna go in with that Montreal palette again, because it pretty much has every shade we need for that kind of replicates what we did on the top lid, but we're gonna do it on the bottom lid this time. So I'm going back in with that small dome brush, and I'm taking this super dark brown black shade. You don't need any of these palettes to replicate this look. As long as you have colors that are relative to these colors, you can do this look. And I'm kind of doing that same halo eye effect we did on the top lid, but on the bottom. You might get fallout, so be careful. Just like flick it away with a brush. And you can even mix it with like a kind of reddish burgundy shade too, and kind of blending that out with a fluffy brush. And then I'm using that green and popping that right in the middle. Going in with my Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic palette. You could honestly use any highlighter you want, but I really like this one, and it has a green shade. So I'm going in with that green, and I'm just using a smaller fluffy brush. It's number 8 by BH Cosmetics. So now for my lips, I'm using the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick. It's like a super burgundy, kind of mauve color, but it has like gold reflect in it. And then for like the middle part, I'm gonna use this Kylie Jenner Almost Friday lipstick. It's kind of like a lighter version of this one, I think. Maybe a little bit more peachy. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is the shade Amore, or Amore. There's an E at the end. Amore. I didn't really lighten it up the way I wanted it to, so I'm gonna go in with this mini Tartiste lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit. I think it was like a sample I got from Sephora or something. I think this is a finished result. I'll be back with the little like montage thing in a moment.
1-800 Rude Boy.
Alright, so that was the finished look. I really like this look. It was really sultry and smoky. It actually came out better than I thought, and these colors really complement brown and hazel and green eyes. It really makes them pop and look super like green and bright. I really do think you guys should try out this palette. It is super inexpensive. I will put the links in the description. Any of the products I didn't talk about, I'm gonna put their link in the description as well. So if you like this look and you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.